What is up, guys? It's your boy coming back at you with another video, and today we have something different. We are ranking quarterbacks based on these tiers. First things first, shout out to this guy. Follow him on Twitter. Shout out to him. So we're going to be ranking these guys, and as you can see, there are 32 teams, and there are more than 32 quarterbacks. So I don't want to see comments that say, you're such a hater. You have so many quarterbacks below average, backup at bust. That's because I'm ranking these based on starters. I'm doing average starter. I'm comparing, like, for example, there's RG3 right here. That's RG3. I'm not saying he's a backup, but I'm not going to say, oh, he's an average backup, or I'm going to put an average. No, I'm just going to put him in backup or bust, which I know which one I'm putting him in. But that's how I'm going to do it, so I don't want to see those comments. But feel free to argue with me in the comments about what tier some people should be in if you highly disagree. But yeah, these are just based on my opinion. So first off, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he's borderline elite. I'm not going to put him elite. There's only 3 QBs I'm going to put in elite. He's not elite. Super good accuracy, does not turn the ball over. Yeah, he turns the ball over like the least of every quarterback. Thing is, passing yards and touchdowns, those aren't elite. Those are good, not great. Just the turnover, he's elite for sure. But he also has Devontae Adams to work with, so he has a pretty good weapon too. Second on the list is Andy Dalton. At this point, he's just a backup. I mean, he's going to play backup at Dallas. He kind of had to be a backup at Cincinnati. He did not play well. Yeah, so he's going to be backup. Baker Mayfield, number 3, he's average. He had a very good rookie year. I mean, if he played how we all assumed, he'd be up here. But it was tough because he had a really bad year last year. He did have good weapons. He had like OBJ, Landry, and everyone, Njoku. But he had a terrible coach. So don't really want to hate on him too much. I don't want to put him below average because he definitely had a below average season or even backup. But yeah, that's where I'm going to rank him. Big Ben. Phaesia's average. He'd probably be up here if he didn't get injured. But he's old and he just got injured. So I don't really love him that much. He's just so good. Like the year before he got injured, 2018, he had a great year. If he could do that in 2020, I just don't know if I trust him. I was debating about putting him below average, but if he plays how he normally does, he definitely deserves to be in an average or above average or borderline elite. Jared Stidham, this is a tough one. You can't, well, it's not really tough, but you can't really put him in anything other than backup because he played backup at New England. And we haven't even seen him play a snap yet, pretty much. So I'm going to throw him back up. Cam Newton, might get hate for this one. He's below average. At this point, he can't throw the ball. So you can't really disagree with me on that. He can't really throw the ball. He's just athletic and can scramble. Which in this NFL, people get excited over that. All right, next up, Carson Wentz. He's above average. He has no weapons, so other than Goddard and Ertz, but what receivers does he have? No one. He put together very good numbers, and he had that one almost MVP season until he got hurt. And he didn't even have that many weapons, so I think he's very good. Next up, Case Keenum. He's definitely a backup. When he was playing for Washington, I think he had like a 10 touchdowns, 5 interceptions in 11 games, or 9 or 10 games, I don't know. And then Haskins came in last year. I mean, that's not terrible numbers. I mean, I just think he's a backup at this point. I mean, can't really argue with that. Next up, Matt Moore. Yeah. I'm debating. Do I put Matt Moore at backup or bust? I mean, I'm going to say why. So he had a lot of weapons when he did come in, because obviously Patrick Mahomes got hurt. He had like Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. He didn't play that well. So I'm just not sure if I don't really like him too much. I think that'd be kind of disrespectful to put him at bust because he's been in the year for a long time, or been in the league forever. And he didn't do god-awful. He's just not, he can't start, so you can't put him here or above. He's just a backup. I don't think he's a bust. Listen, some people look at Dak Prescott's stats and are like, this kid's a stud. Watch the film. He is below average. He has so many good weapons, and he's not accurate. He's not good. That's the only way to put it. So don't even try to tell me he's above average. I mean, if he's average, that's arguable. Don't even try to tell me he's better than Carson Wentz. Don't even try to tell me that, because it's just not true. Daniel Jones. This is tough. I'm gonna put him below. I'll think about it some more. I'm gonna put him below average. I mean, he didn't have too many weapons, which is kind of tough. I mean, he does have Evan Ingram, but he has some injury concerns. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna put him average because this year he could be average. He doesn't have too many weapons. He had 24 touchdowns. My problem is he turns the ball over too much. Man, I'm really struggling. Do I put him average or below average? I don't know. Yeah, actually, we're going to keep him here just for next year. I'm sure after next year he'll go to average, but that's what I'm going to keep him at right now. Next up is David Blau. I think we're going to put him at bust. He had a good game against the Bears, his first game. But other than that, he was not too good. Yeah, we are definitely going to put him at bust. I think he had way more. I think he had a few more interceptions than touchdowns in the few games he played. He's just not going to be good. I mean, he was a late round pick and stuff. He's just not going to be good. Next up, we have Derek Carr. You guys are going to be like, what? Yeah, he's above average. He's been pretty good at Oakland for a long time. He's put together solid numbers in his career. He didn't have many weapons last year other than Darren Waller. So you got to give him respect to that for putting together a pretty good season. I think he's above average because, like I said, he just had a pretty good season. That's all I got to say. And he's been having good seasons for a while now. Next up, Deshaun Watson. He is very overrated. People are going to want to put him in, like, this range. He's not there at all. He's either here or here. He has a noodle of an arm. He does not throw the ball hard at all. He's not too accurate. He's not that accurate. He's just so athletic and gets him out of tough situations, and he doesn't turn the ball over that much. I don't know. Without Hopkins, he could be bad. Or not as good. I guess I don't know if he'll be terrible. I'm just going to put him here. I don't want to get a ton of hate. But yeah, I think this is arguable. This is not arguable. He's not up here. He does not belong with Aaron Rodgers. And that, speaking of borderline elite, Drew Brees, borderline elite. Super accurate. Problem is he's short and he needs a great O-line. If he doesn't have a good O-line, he could be in some trouble. But he is super accurate, and he's just a very good all-around QB. So I think he deserves to be in borderline elite. Next up, my guy, Drew Lock. Hate me. Last year he was probably here. Hate me for putting him here. Hate me, do it. He's going to be a stud. He's got more weapons this year. The Broncos went ahead and drafted Jerry Jeudy. They got some tight ends. They brought in Melvin Gordon. I mean, they're good. Their offense is good. But yeah, I think he's above average. He put together a good season last year when he was in, and he was only a rookie. He's only going to get better. So hate me on this. I think he's very good. I think you could arguably put him in average, but I know you cannot put him in below average. I mean, his touchdown interception ratio was over 2. I know that. He had over double the amount of touchdowns as picks. He's very good. So I know it looks weird. People are going to be like, how do you put Drew Lock 2 tiers above Cam Newton or Dak Prescott? Well, look at the stats, okay? Or not Dak, just look at the film. Actually, look at the film. Don't look at the stats, because the stats don't mean it. The stats don't mean everything. Dwayne Haskins, Money Dwayne, very average. He's only going to get better. I just don't... He did very well at the end of the year. Yeah, he played very well at the stretch of the year, at the end. But at the beginning, he struggled. And he has no weapons to work with, so that's really tough on a rookie quarterback. Yeah, I just looked. He had 7 touchdowns, 7 picks for number 7. Not good. That year was right here, but what he showed at the end of the year, this year he could be an average QB. Next up, Minshew Mania. We're gonna put him below average. People are gonna be like, give me hate. He's not that good. I mean, he's insane in everything. I'm a fan of him also. He's not in the tiers with Baker Mayfield, Ben Roethlisberger, and Dwayne Haskins. That's just not gonna happen. Yeah, I can't put him up there. I mean, he did pretty good, but he's just not up there. Let me look at his stats real quick. He went. Oh dang. Prove me wrong a little bit. Oh my gosh. Never mind. He's up here. Okay, guys. Let me say something. I didn't realize. I thought his completion percentage was brutal. It was 60%. Yeah, that was very good. Yeah, sorry guys for putting him below average. I was not right about that. Next up, Jacoby Brissett. This one's fairly easy. This is a fairly easy decision. He's definitely below average. I mean, he's not a backup. He's not terrible. He's not good by any means. He's not like even average. So I think this was a fairly obvious one right here. Well, these rookies are interesting. I don't know how to rate these like 5th round guys that are in here. Oh shoot. Oh, number 2, this is Brian Hoyer, I think. Guys, I don't even know. We're just going to call this Brian Hoyer. He was a bust. And then Jared Stidham goes in backup. My bad, guys. Jake Fromm, I don't think he's going to be good in the NFL. I'm going to say he's a bust. He's a very late round pick. Can't really give him too much credit right now when he hasn't played a snap and got drafted super late. So, yeah, Jalen Hurts. I think in the future he could be a backup at best. He can't start. He can't throw the ball. I mean, teams are just going to play him scrambling. And with the Eagles, they don't have many good receivers. I think it's fairly easy to contain him. Next up, famous Jameis. I really do want to put him down here. He's just not there. He's probably either backup or below average. I don't know. I'm just going to put him below average. If he could get smarter, he's better. He's not accurate, can't make good reads. He just has great receivers and could find them, I guess. I don't really know. This one, if you argue with me in the comments about this, I'm not going to accept it, okay? Because I am 100% sure Jared Goff is not average. He is terrible. Let me explain why. He might even be backup. He is terrible. I'm going to put him here so I don't get too much hate. But why I hate him, he is not accurate, okay? He has a noodle of an arm. He can't throw far at all. And his coach is literally in his earbuds pre-play telling him where to look and what to read. He's talking to him like 15 seconds left on the play clock. He's terrible. He has great receivers that bail him out. He is not good. So if you try to tell me he's average, no, I'm not agreeing with you at all. Sorry, I had to do my little rant there. Next up, Jimmy Garoppolo. He's average. Hey, he might be up here. I don't know. I want to put an average. Turns the ball over a little bit too much. I mean, when you're using the 49ers, you got to be a little bit of a game manager. You can't really turn the ball over. But the game manager, I'm talking about Ryan Tannehill. Dak Prescott's also kind of game manager. Who else is one? Marcus Mariota, if I can find him right here. Those guys are all game managers. He's got to become more of that. He's not bad at passing, though. Don't get me wrong. So I'm going to keep him there. Joe Burrow, you can't tell me. You can't tell me he's going to be up here. I mean, come on. He's on the Bengals. I mean, not good coaching. Very poorly ran franchise. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on the Bengals. It's kind of sad. We're going to put an average. He hasn't even played a snap in the NFL yet. You don't know. What if he gets injured? What if... I don't know. Next up is Jordan Love. He's going to be a backup. What really bothers me about this Jordan Love thing, the people, everyone's like, ooh, the Packers took Aaron Rodgers late in the first round. He became Brett Favre's replacement. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers was like a top 10 or 5 talent. That's almost like saying Tua Tagovailoa going to 25th overall. No, Jordan Love was like a third round talent. So don't even try to compare Jordan Love to Aaron Rodgers. Don't. Because I'm sick and tired of hearing it. That was totally a terrible pick. And Aaron Rodgers is not even going to be happy about it. And Aaron Rodgers isn't going to be happy about it. And he's definitely a backup. Some guys were comparing him to like Jake Fromm. I do think Jordan Love is better, but sorry if this is not a smooth transition. I accidentally turned my iPad off. Did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. But anyway, next we're at the same spot where we were. Next we have Josh Allen. He is average. I mean, he gets a lot of things with his legs. I mean, he is great. He is great. He has a cannon for an arm. Don't get me wrong. He's not accurate. Accuracy, he's backup or bust. He's got a cannon though. Yeah, that's kind of all there is to be said about him. Next up, Josh Rosen. He's not even a good backup. I'm putting him at bust. He is terrible. No, he was terrible in Arizona. He lost his job by Ryan Fitzpatrick, and it wasn't even close after that because Fitzpatrick really took the Dolphins over and did fairly decent. So we're going to put him there. Next up, all right, I'm open to arguments here. Justin Herbert. If you guys watch film and tell me why Justin Herbert is good, I'd love to hear it. He is terrible, okay? He's absolutely brutal. He's not accurate. He can't mix up his throw speeds. So, like, if someone's open and he kind of has to lob it over a defender, he can't do that. He throws bullets. He's kind of like a Josh Allen, but he's not mobile. So his legs can't get him out of situations. I don't like him. Okay, I gotta stop talking about him before I get too mad. Next up, Kirk Cousins. He's above average. Accurate. Good game manager. Noodle for an arm. He's not good. He cannot throw the ball hard at all. But yeah, that doesn't mean he's a bad quarterback. So we're going to put him above average. Should be interesting, though, since he doesn't have Diggs. I'll be curious to see how he plays. Next up is, Kyle Allen. He's a backup. He did terrible. He did terrible last year. He had a good start. Defenses were starting figuring out how to guard him. Wasn't even close. He was terrible by the end of his time. So he's going to play backup next year, and I think he will play backup for the rest of his career. Or maybe if he keeps getting worse, he'll be down here. I don't know. Next up is Kyler Murray. He definitely goes above average. He's not anything below that, for sure. He's not borderline elite. I kind of think that this was an easy one. He's perfectly above average. Super mobile. Escape artist in Madden. He's pretty accurate too. He's just very good. I think he's very good, and I think he'll be great in the future. Next up, Lamar Jackson. I was actually debating about this. Everyone could guess, oh, he's going to be an elite. Maybe he should go here. Maybe he should go here. Yeah, maybe. I'm thinking one of these two, but I'm going to put him in elite. I don't want to get too much hate. Listen, he's had one good season. So if you were after RG3's rookie year, where would have you put him? You would have put him at elite. Same type of quarterback. They're both mobile. I know you guys are probably rolling your eyes, shaking your head. Don't at me, okay? After 5 years, he's gonna be a worn out, not as good. Mahomes could play for 15 more years. It'd be insane. Yeah, speaking of Mahomes, I'm just gonna put him at elite right now. I think everyone knows why. Best quarterback in the NFL by far. And if you guys say Lamar Jackson is, get out of here, because he's not. Anyways. Next up, Marcus Mariota. Great game manager. I don't think he should be a backup. I know he is next year. I'm going to put him below average. He's a good game manager. I mean, he's not terrible. He does not really a great deep ball passer. He can read the field. I don't know. I don't know how to really describe him. But yeah. Next up, Mason Rudolph. He's kind of bad. He's really bad, actually. Again, same situation with Kyle Allen. They're very similar. He was kind of good at the beginning. Then defenses started figuring stuff out, and then they're kind of flustered. Yeah, and he was not very good at the end. So we're going to put him at backup. Next up, Matty Ice. I don't know where to put him. Probably probably above average. Wait one sec. I don't want to have two guys at borderline. Okay. I'm gonna put four guys at borderline elite. We're gonna put Kyler Murray there because now he has DeAndre Hopkins, and I think he'll be very good. And then there's someone else who I want to put up borderline elite too later. But yeah, he is. Matt Ryan is very good. He's super accurate. Can throw the ball. He's just a great passer. That's all there is to be said. He's very good. Next up, Matt Stafford. Okay. At this point in his career, he's average. Earlier in his career, he could have been. I think he could have been up here. Okay, the numbers don't show. The Lions had no running game. It was super unfair. He was forced to pass, and the defenses didn't respect the run at all. And it's just weird, too. He was on a bad team for a long while. I mean, if he was on a decent team, he could have led them to the playoffs and took them even better. Yeah, that's where I'm going to put him. Next up, Money Mitch. Okay, I know I'd get a lot of hate if I put him here, but shoot, I don't know. Okay, so how we're going to do this, we're going to put Mitch at backup. If I think they utilized how they did him at 2017, he could be here. He could be here. Or 2018, I mean. He could be here. Or even 2017 he was here, but 2019 he showed this. So we're going to put him there. And he has to deal with competition, so he's going to lose, knowing him, he's going to lose confidence pretty easily. I want to put Nick Foles below average. I mean, he lost his job to a sixth-round quarterback. Gardner Minshew, that's kind of bad. I know Minshew's not that bad, but come on. And he did not play well last year at all. So I think it's only fair to put him below average. Next up, Phillip Rivers. I don't really know how to rank him. I'm going to put him at average. I was thinking about below average, thinking about above average. I'm going to look up his stats real quick. This is a weird one. He turns over the ball so much, and he had some pretty good weapons with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. Very good. Yeah, never mind. He is down here. Don't tell me anything different. He had 23 touchdowns, 20 interceptions. That is bad. Yeah, that's not good. He can't win you games either. So I'm going to keep that at that. RG3. So if anyone that shows me hate, I want to put Lamar here. In fact, we are. We're going to put Lamar borderline elite. I don't think he's elite. So you guys, everyone is like, oh, you should put Lamar Jackson in elite. So you would have done the same thing with RG3 after his rookie year. That's what you're going to tell me. Now he's a bust. That's why Lamar's not elite. It happens with all mobile quarterbacks. They get so run down. I mean, I'm not saying Lamar is bad. He's at borderline elite. So I'm not saying he's bad at all. Yeah. RG3 is a bust. He's not good. Next up, Russell Wilson. He's elite for sure. Very good. He put together another MVP season if Lamar Jackson wasn't there. And he's very good. That's all there is to be said. Next up, Ryan Fitz. He's average. Very good season last year with Miami with not many weapons. Maybe he was above average last year. I don't know. It's tough to say. But that was kind of his best year in a while. Fitzpatrick has always been hovering around here and here. Last year, I think he made that step to be average, but now he's super old. Next up, Ryan Tannehill. Before the season, I'm putting him here. He's here. Sick game manager, and he was very good at passing at the end. I mean, he was sick. He was great at passing, actually. I think he's very good. I think it's fair to put him here. You can't put him too high. He had one good year. So, yeah, we're going to keep him there. Sam Darnold, I got to look up his stats. Because I don't know how I feel about him. He has not shown anything great. He hasn't had too much to work with. He hasn't really had a tight end. He hasn't had too many good receivers, but we're going to put him below average. He's not good. Last year, he had 3,000 yards, 19 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. That's not good. 2018, 2,800 yards, 17 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. He turns the ball over for me too much, and he's not even that great. Come on. He's below average. Next up, Taysom Hill. He's a backup. All you Lamar fans are gonna want me to put Taysom Hill at average. He's not average. He can't throw. Yeah, that one's not that hard. Teddy Bridge, he won some games. I don't know. I'm going to put him below average because he has a lot of weapons with the Saints. And that defense played well during that stretch, even though he was 5-0. I think he's good. He's not great. He's probably up to the top. He's probably up here, like high in this. He's not like for example, it's very tough to try to understand what I'm trying to say. Nick Foles is probably the worst quarterback in this, where I'm saying Teddy Bridgewater is probably one of the better ones in this category. That's all I'm trying to say. TB12, he is borderline elite. He is still very good. Could read a field. Great. Smartest quarterback in the league, which I love out of a quarterback. It's great to see. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of him. Tua Tagovailoa. I'm getting on the Dolphins bandwagon, boys. He is great. Or the Dolphins are great. And I like him. I'm putting him at average. I think he's not bad. We haven't seen a snap. We don't know what's going to happen to him. If he gets injury problems, he'll be a bust. But yeah, we'll keep him on average for now. Last but not least, well, maybe least, Tyrod Taylor. He is a backup. He was pretty good at Buffalo for a while, and then he kind of slowed down, and then he was at Cleveland. 2018, then Baker took the job over him, completely took off. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up. Here's our final thing. At Elite, we have Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson. Borderline Elite, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, and Tom Brady. Above average, we have Carson Wentz, Derek Carr, Deshaun Watson, Drew Lock, Kirk Cousins, and Matt Ryan. Average, we have Baker Mayfield, Ben Roethlisberger, Dwayne Haskins, Gardner Minshew, Jimmy Garoppolo, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Ryan Tannehill, and Tua Tagovailoa. Below average, we have Cam Newton, Daniel Jones, Dak Prescott, Jacoby Brissett, Jameis Winston, Jared Goff, Marcus Mariota, Nick Foles, Teddy Bridgewater, Phillip Rivers, Sam Darnold. At backup, we have Andy Dalton, Jarrett Stidham, I always forget this, Case Keenum, Matt Moore, Jalen Hurts, oh my gosh, Jordan Love, Justin Herbert, Kyle Allen, Mason Rudolph, Mitch Trubisky, Taysom Hill, and Tyrod Taylor. And at bust, we have David Blau, Brian Hoyer, Jake Fromm, Josh Rosen, and Ryan Griffin III. Boys, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and feel free to debate me in the comments. That's going to be all for today. Take it easy.